Hello everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of Monster Train. I is the pet? Do you say ground or grinded? I grinded out, I guess, a couple of runs off camera, just so we could unlock the fourth available clan, the Umbra. Excuse me. So I haven't played any games with these guys. I saw one game on YouTube, so I kind of know like the rough idea. But, you know, what they synergize well with, who knows? And we're up to Covenant rank 5. I don't remember where you guys were, but, I don't know. Most of the changes are pretty small enough that you don't really notice them, except for ranks like 1 and 2, which are very obvious. And I think we'll just go random here. The runs that you missed were not very interesting. Not much happened. I got a lot of, like, Hellhorned runs. Like, even if you choose random, you get Hellhorned pretty often, and then it's like, oh, just ascend everything to the top floor. Kind of boring. Okay, so the final boss gives you sap, and also, I believe, saps enemies regularly. So we have 2 packed morsels, 2 vine grasps, so we must be awoken, and a grovel. So we have all these cards that add uncommon or rare morsel units. Morsel is one of the special mechanics that the Umbra have. Spells that cost less. I mean, I have this 2-cost spell already, which would make a bunch of other spells perhaps cost 0, but I also don't really have any like 1-cost cards that I really need to play. God, what a huge deck. I guess this is just what happens on every Covenant run, huh? Anyway, so I don't know, this could be fine. I don't know, I think these guys have a fair number of high-cost spells, so I'll go for it. Sting spells are just kind of meh. So what's our champion gonna do here? So we can make him a 2015 who creates extra space on his floor. It kind of feels weird to me because, like, how exactly is this different from being a thing that just costs 1 space? Like costing 3 and then creating 2? One obvious difference is that if your champion is destroyed, that floor still has a lot of space on it. So you could use him to, like, get an area ready, right? And then just don't really care if he dies. The other thing is we could take this trample, which is, you know, 3520 is a very strong champion, but notice it takes up 4 slots. Whereas like most champions take up like 2. This guy takes 3, or a level of trample makes him much stronger but 1 more space. We didn't get the third one, which I think would have been very suitable for us, which is which would interact with the morsel units. But since we have so many morsels, I think I will take the extra capacity instead of the extra value, like size. I don't know if that's right, but that's my plan. And you guys will see what morsels do in a minute. At the start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. Sure. And they're rage dudes. And the boss adds... Yeah, I mean, okay, sure. I'll take some damage, I'm sure. But the point is to get things going with more gold. And we probably won't even have to take all that much. So, alright. We can play everything, right? Yeah, so let's start by creating the morsels and see what we get. Okay, so the idea is that morsels are these tiny units that, like, basically don't have any stats at all to speak of. But they have an effect called Eaten, which, like, the frontmost non-morsel unit in a floor eats all of the morsels on that floor at the end of combat. And the morsels give that unit some bonuses. There's a bunch of different morsels, so this one, like, just gives you extra energy. This one gives you damage shield 1, which is nice. And also a little health. So they're tiny little bonuses, but they do add up. And also Umbra units have, some of them, have extra advantages from eating. That would be the third choice for our champion, which we didn't get. So, you know, we didn't get those. Oh well. Wow, he's actually just dying here, huh? Yeah, I guess. Oh no, so we're gonna kill these guys. And I think we want. Yeah. We want our champion to be the one who eats those, because him getting damage shield is pretty cool, right? Well, okay, so let's see what our new morsels are all about. All right, I'm back. I got a phone call there, so I had to stop recording for a minute. I don't remember if I was in the middle of explaining something. We already covered what morsels are all about, right? I was just noticing that my dude here is dying unless I kill something. And I have enough Ember to play everything, right? Oh yeah, I have 4 because of that morsel we ate, right? So I think a heal here is obvious. Still dying, not great. Which I guess means we should probably Vine Grasp one of these guys. Yeah, that would be enough to keep him alive. The question is whether we need to do that. Or if we can afford to Vine Grasp the Collector to get a bit more gold. And I don't know, I feel like we could take the Collector, right? Just throw a bunch of morsels here behind the Train Steward. I guess the other thing is we could use the morsels just to soak up damage this turn instead of feeding the guy next turn. So maybe that's the idea. Right, we're right now taking 9, so just putting a single one of these guys in front, like so, is enough to live. And then the other one can go to if I use this one, it actually gets to attack first, because it has attack value. That'll kill another one of these little dudes, which is nice. Save me some higher health. And down here, we're probably fine to just put down both Train Stewards and gain some health as well. It's not amazing, but there we go. So we've only taken, so far, 1 fire damage from taking this trial. Not bad. So what is this about? Damage shield 1. Add 2 uncommon or rare morsels. Right, so these guys are attacking up here for 3, so just a heal is enough. And I think here they're attacking for 15, so even a single damage or damage shield won't block for him. But a damage shield plus, like, maybe, like, cause that gets us up to 11. We could then block with 2 morsels and kill these guys. But I think I'd rather just keep this looking good. Oof. This still doesn't do anything, right? Gets him up to 10. Which means the 4th one kills him. 2 morsels would keep him alive. We just threw them away. I think it might be better to give this guy some more attack. I don't know. He'll probably die before the attack matters, right? So let's do this. Nope. I got it wrong. Oh, I have to also heal. That was the plan. Yeah. Oh, it costs 0 because of this thing. That's right. So, did I make a mistake? Could I have played another Train Steward that turn? Wow, a lot of 0 cost spells, huh? Alright, give me all these morsels, please. And we can feed this guy because he's not actually under any threat. So that's nice. What's our other morsel? Ooh, lifesteal 1. That seems pretty good for this guy. Because he attacks for 23. So 25 if we do this, right? Does that work? Oh, right. It won't go off this turn because you don't eat until the end of combat. Sure. So we're gonna have to give him some damage shield as well, probably. These guys are all dying already, so we'll kill one of these. And buff this guy a bit. Well, if I play this, I can give it to this guy, and then all my other spells become free, which is nice. So I can afford to play this. And I think I want my restores to go here, right? Because we can handle 11 damage. No, we can't. Yeah, I have 14 health. So heal up to 11, and then the damage shield prevents 3, and we'll be fine. He'll kill one of them. And who do I want to give these morsels to? I'm thinking I give them up here? We're gonna kill one of these guys. Would adding lifesteal let me kill more? I think it would. Yeah, this is actually pretty useful. Or no, it doesn't work. So you don't get lifesteal till the end of the round of combat. So this guy attacks, bounces off the shield. These two attack, dealing 8. I'm at 3. I gain lifesteal, but I get attacked for 3, so I'm dead. This was a blunder. This doesn't help at all, right? Well, if I got 3 more health, would that do it? I don't think so. This goes off. Ooh, I could gain 4 health, actually, by playing this guy in front instead. Then these two run into this. This guy bounces off my shield, and I'm still at 11. Then these two attack, killing both of these units. Yeah, that's why we're doing 30 damage here, because... no. I don't know. Anyway, this seems like great. It didn't change things at all. God, what am I missing here? I don't know. I feel like that should have drastically increased this guy's longevity. Okay. Alright, so I can fit a Train Steward, but I'd rather play some morsels. I guess it doesn't matter because I win. Interesting, he takes exactly 0 damage? Because he heals for 25 and then this guy... no, he can't. Heals for 15 and then gets hit 3 times, I guess? There you go. Finally, we finished a round of combat. There's still a lot of like thinking for me to do about these morsels. I don't really have any automated thought processes for them yet. Alright, we took 2 damage. Pretty good for those spoils. Boy, our colors look very similar. That gray is pretty close to green. So yeah, for 2 energy you can increase the capacity on a floor, and this doesn't have consume, so you could do it many times if you wanted. What is this all about? It's like a removal spell that really kind of sucks, but if you can actually get it to destroy an enemy, you get 2 morsels, which is pretty good. And here's a removal spell that's like if you kill someone with it, you gain energy. Interesting. I don't know. I'll try this Umbra assault thing. I want to get a bunch of morsels, I guess. Regen 5 is pretty good. Our champion is not really that good at staying alive right now. But he does have plenty of health, or attack rather, from all the morsels buffing him, sort of, it seems like, so... what do I need to upgrade right now? Well, more than anything, I need a unit, so let's go over here, I guess. Damage shield 2 for only 20? That seems pretty good. I don't want to upgrade anything right now, but... okay. Well, I can't fit this in a room with my champion, so that's, like, sort of questionable. But I do have, like, some regen triggers for it. Not, like, a ton, right? I have the 3 restores, and now I have this Wildwood Sap. I'll try to have another floor, I guess, and this guy is a good thing to start that floor with. And just give him more health so there's room to, there's time to get him the heals he needs. Damage shield 2, huh? I don't think so. I'd rather save that spot for a more useful... well, I don't know. I think that's probably wrong. I'll get more units eventually. And this guy is just kind of functioning as a tank. This makes him a better tank, so that's right. And I think it's fine to reroll here. Why did I do that? I was like, yeah, I could afford 50 bucks. But there might be something I want to buy. And yeah, a good thing could show up, but there's nothing I want to put it on. I'm not putting an upgrade on a train steward, probably, right? Yeah, these all suck. Alright, so I just threw some gold down the toilet there for no reason. Is there anything I would want to remove? Like a train steward, probably, I guess. Okay, kind of a bad floor, honestly, in terms of how I handled it. Spikes 3, and they have haste as well. I don't really have enough healing for Spikes 3 necessarily. Like, this guy just doesn't have that much health. But, I don't know, he's gonna be in trouble even if I don't take the spikes. So... and this guy has spikes anyway. Oh, nice. We can get this to go off. And these guys have rage, so slowing them down by a turn is worth a lot. Alright, so we got some health and some attack. I think we probably want to play this guy on, like, floor 2. And heal him. Oh, I forgot. I could play this guy first. Ugh. Right? He costs 3, but it's sort of effectively 1 because he makes his floor bigger. Well, if I played this guy first, I could put this guy on the same floor, and that might be the right thing to do, but I don't know, maybe not. Right now, it kind of feels like this is my main dude. And so I really, really should have maybe not put him on the second floor. My champion's gonna be in real bad shape if I try to kill the collector instead of this thing. Okay, I get some energy, I suppose. And we're keeping the pyre under control at least, and that's the main thing. Oh, give me a bunch of regen, yeah. Well, okay, let's see what this spell is, or what this morsel is, rather. More energy, I guess? Sure. Should I put this guy in front? I think so, because tanking a hit for the champion is kind of useful. And it doesn't matter who eats that morsel. Alright, now I get to... Oh. Apply damage heal 2, I guess, to this. I've made it impossible to feed morsels onto this floor. Kind of questionable. But we sure do have a lot of morsels coming in, huh? Yeah. Can't really do anything with them, though. No space to play them. I could kill this guy. Just squeeze some morsels onto this floor. Oh, but it's really important to kill this haste, so that I actually get to use my second floor at all. Which means I can only feed morsels up here. Do I even play this? Yeah, the quality of my deck doesn't matter. I'm not going to draw these again, ever, so... Ooh! That's a big one. And, what's the other one I want? Probably health, honestly. Alright, we're winning on this floor anyway. Great. Maybe there's some morsel that gives you some out-of-combat benefit, so I should cash these in? I don't think there is. That regen is pretty gross. Okay. Well, we took no pyre damage, so definitely right to take the trial. Okay, so they also have this ability of, like, Ember Draining themselves, the Umbra. Ember Drain 2 is not a positive effect. It means next turn you'll get 2 less energy, and the turn after that you'll get 1 less. But in exchange, you get this 3 lifesteal for 0 this turn. And then there's this Space Prism, which increases capacity on a floor cheaply, but only once. I think the lifesteal is more important. The champion has a lot of trouble surviving these days. So... Ooh, another one of these? I think I will. we saw that unit is pretty effective in at least some scenarios. I'll just grab an artifact, I think. Friendly units get +3 health. We have a lot of very small units, and giving them 3 extra health makes it a little more plausible that I might use them to block once and then eat them. More rejuvenate triggers. Seems fine. What is this all about? We get a... I see. So we can make a single unit much bigger. Or we can make a unit size 1, which making this guy size 1 is pretty disgusting, I think. Ah, but he's been upgraded twice, so I can't. So it would have to be this guy. That still seems useful. Oh, no, it doesn't take an upgrade slot. That's interesting. I don't have a thing that lets units get more upgrade slots, do I? No, yeah, because he's a 2 out of 2 and then 3 out of 2. Well, okay, I accept. Huh. Sure, it's the boss. No choices to make. Bombs blow up twice. This makes the other spells free. So, let's see. Who do I even want in front? They're attacking for a total of 20. But with 1 damage shield, I do get to survive that. But I have to put down a unit first before I can actually play this thing. So I don't know what morsels I'm getting when I put my stuff down. I think I should put this guy in front because of the spikes he's going to get. And that means I have to give him the damage shield. But I had to play the champion first. Okay, so we want to give him the regen. Oh, let's play this first in case that information helps me change my decision somehow. I think we play this one for 2 reasons. 1, he'll really appreciate some lifesteal. 2, this is actually going to get to attack before it gets eaten, so that kills another guy. And I'm going to play these on the next floor with the plan of like playing another unit into this lane next turn. Or soon, anyway. Yeah, perfect. I was hoping to get this guy. You guys are attacking for 10, so if I kill one of these 2... Well, okay, let's start with a morsel and see what we get. Energy. It doesn't matter where I put that one, I'll put him here. Goes up for 20? 23? Yikes. But I want to get these morsels to do something. Yeah, now he's getting to heal a bit. Not a lot, I wish he had more attack. am I healing, though? Probably this guy, right? The guy up here is doing sort of fine. Okay. I really would have liked to kill this bomb. The fact that I can't do that is a big problem. Well, I can put a morsel in front, I guess. Right, like, this guy? Tanks one of the explosions and we only get hit for 14. And then a bunch of regen happens. I'm really thinking about this. Wait. Did I actually pick this card? Maybe I did. I guess I'm gonna take it. Getting this guy healing is pretty valuable. And I have room for several more morsels up here. So I assume I just throw them all in, basically? And probably heal the guy on the bottom still. He's doing most of the work. Okay, we probably want to kill the haste. This guy's having a rough day. Might as well see what's in these morsels. Oh, maybe that wasn't necessary. Yeah, it was going to die anyway. It just was doing 1 damage. I probably could have just... It was going to die on the spikes. I could have made better use of that Vine Grasp, probably. Like, kill this, maybe? I don't know how important the train steward up there really is. Ah, he won't get to attack, so lifesteal is not doing much for me. Instead, a damage shield is more valuable. It doesn't go off till next turn anyway, right? I always forget that. So these you have to really think ahead on where you place these, and I'm not really doing that. Keep healing him. He's having a rough day. Not as rough as that train steward, I guess. I'm not going to come up with 30 damage on this floor. But I can, like, take this out. More regen. Yeah, 9 regen's pretty busted. And lifesteal would have been, I think, way better than damage shield, as it turns out. On the other hand, now this guy has lifesteal, and it's insane for him, so sure. I can't play any of the stuff that costs 1 because of all the Ember Drain I've had. I guess this to save 1 health is better than doing nothing. Put some more attack down here. And more damage shield up here. he's taking a lot of damage. This is insane right now. Yep, that's game over. Give him some more regen. Okay, we can go faster than that. So that guy really did a lot more work than I expected him to. How much spikes did he end up having at the end there? Like, usually I kind of discount spikes as not being worth that much, but I think they were doing a lot in that combat. Apply trample. Yes, we've seen enemies with trample, but oh yeah, and also we have the option to have our champion get trampled. But that's a thing we can have. So this is a weird one, right? Like, Ember Drain 4 on a unit is abysmally bad, right? You lose 4 energy next turn, and then 3 the turn after, and so on. But on the card art, they've helpfully pointed out you should be applying it to morsels, because they get eaten anyway. And so the Ember Drain won't ever go off. You just make a morsel gain 8 damage, and also multi-strike 1. And then it gets eaten. So that seems pretty good. This is also not the craziest thing in the world, simply because it's a very expensive spell, and we like expensive spells. But I think Furnace Tap is expensive enough. And we have a lot of morsel making stuff. Okay, so we have... Ah, yes. So this guy summons morsels every turn. This is very, very slow, though, right? Because the turn you place him, he summons the morsels at the end of the turn. And then those only get eaten at the end of the next turn. So it's like a 2-turn gap before he really does anything that amazing. But, you know, once he does do amazing things, it's like +3/+3 every turn. Pretty cool. However, I'm looking more at this, Damage Shield 1, for gorging. Seems like a great thing to have. You just have to feed him enough stuff, right? And we could take Light of Seraph for more capacity. I have so many morsels that I have trouble fitting them into floors with the units I like on them, really. So there is some argument for that. What would the other choice be? Energy? Not really. Draw? That would be pretty cool. But I think I should just take the capacity. Duplicate a card? Well, we do have this really insane card here. Removing cards also nice, of course. Get rid of the Train Stewards. Upgrading spells and gaining an Umbra unit would both be quite nice. But I think just duplicating this is better than any Umbra unit we're going to pick up. So we'll do that. Okay, we can make even more space. Or we can get a Gorge bonus. So then, like... that seems kind of exciting. It's pretty slow, obviously. But... what? It's a way for the champion to start actually doing stuff. Right now, he's a pretty crappy unit. I don't know. I don't really want him in the front. So let's just make more space. And a bigger unit. I'll get rid of a Train Steward. And probably just another Train Steward. Divine Grasps are going to get worse pretty soon. But even, I don't know. I was thinking because the damage is going to go, like, fall off. But just moving guys is pretty cool, too. Where is he? Here he is. Give me another of those, please. So we're able to cram a ton of units onto one floor now with Seraph's Light a Seraph. Okay, enemy units restore all health when they go up a floor. That's a little spooky. Right, this clipped Guardian, like, I don't think we could really kill him if he were restoring health between floors. So we would be taking a big chunk of pyre damage to get an artifact here. I don't think it's worth it. So so we have 6-9 capacity, right? Yeah. I wonder if it might actually not be insane to furnace tap a different unit, right? Because this guy has a bunch of spare health. He has rejuvenate to gain spikes, and I can give him lifesteal. So, like, do I need to play anything else if I furnace tap this guy? I don't know. Right? Like, 4 rage, that's 8 damage. Multi-strike 1 means he'll be attacking for, like, 13 twice. Like, that's just an absolute buttload of health. On the other hand, it is Ember Drain 6. I would be playing nothing, not just for a couple turns, but for like the rest of combat if I did that. That's maybe not the best idea in the world. Like, I still want to get these guys out. Okay, so we won't do it that way. But it did seem pretty cool, didn't it? I think just giving him lifesteal is enough. Why does it not show him changing the amount of health he's gaining at all? Shouldn't the lifesteal trigger him to gain health? Oh, armor doesn't count, maybe? Lifesteal. Restore health equal to the damage dealt. I guess armor must not count, which really stinks. Yeah. Huh. No? Oh, right, he only attacks for 5. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Got it. So I think it's important to develop the Awoken Hollow, actually. And what are these going to do for me? I can use a morsel to kill this guy, actually. Alright, one of these ones with 3 attack. That frees me up to Vine Grasp here. And I can spend my 1 on this guy. Alright, take a little damage there, but I think the fight's going fine. Although my, like, lifesteal ploy was not very effective. Yeah, this guy, he's welcome to go up. I don't care about him at all. He's not attacking. Alright, what are my morsels, I guess is my question. So I'm thinking we set him up here. He won't die this turn, and then he gets just a ton of stuff. I can't play Grovel with my units, but yeah, and I really want to play my units more than anything. I can't see how much capacity there is. Get your stupid speech bubble out of the way. I don't think I need to play another Awoken Hollow down here. So I'm thinking I'll do like this. And then put all the morsels, well... I don't know. I guess I'll put the morsels here, it's fine. So we're pretty well defended, we just don't quite have enough damage. A train steward handles this okay. Get out of here. And I think Wildwood Sap here is good. I don't know, the fight's not going great, but it's not horrible. I think. Maybe it is horrible. A restore on this guy and a vine grasp here saves me a contrition. I think just get rid of these is kind of, I'm doing alright. I don't need to worry that much about the other thing I could have done. It's only 3 damage, but I can Vine Grasp and then play it. It's pretty good. A morsel up here actually saves me some pyre health, I think. Well, if I could kill this guy, then I think the pyre would not be relevant. That's only 7 max anyway. So I can fit 2 morsels in here. Giving this guy lifesteal for 20 health is probably honestly enough. Let's see how it ends up looking. It does kill him. Good. So I'll just play the Weights of Contrition next. Oh, and just in case I'm wrong about the pyre damage. Yeah. Pretty good heals. Alright, we can go faster than this. 8 damage, and we didn't even take the trial, so I feel a bit bad about that. Sacrifice. Kill any friendly unit to play this card. Apply damage shield 1 to friendly units. Add 3 uncommon or rare morsel units to your hand. Wow. Obviously, it costs 4, so it makes sense that it's very powerful, but it does seem very powerful. We don't usually have 4 energy, so, like, it's cool with Split Anvil and so on, but, like, we can't actually play it. And it doesn't make our units free anyway, only spells. I'm thinking maybe another Grovel is pretty good, though. Oops, sorry. I don't... and Graft is fine. It might... In many cases, it will cost 0. Some cases, anyway. And even at 1, like, it's a rejuvenation trigger that's fine. I'm sure I'm just like still taking way too many cards, like I was when I was a beginner at Slay the Spire. But so far I can't tell that, so I'm just gonna continue to live happily ever after. Upgrading my spells is probably pretty good. Like, if this were a holdover, I think it would be insane. So we could make everything else free all the time. Remove consume and cost +1. Do I have anything consuming? Yeah, these. Oh, this is consume. I didn't even notice that. Well, okay, so what else is available here? -1 cost. So I could counteract the cost increase if I wanted to. I'm just thinking about, like... Okay, there are only 3 targets you could hit with this, but they all have their merits, I think. If you put it on the packed morsels, like, you know, getting 3 of these guys is pretty cool, I think. And increasing its cost to 1 is not necessarily a huge disadvantage if you can play a 2-cost spell on the same turn. And we now have 2 of those, so it would happen with some regularity, but not super often. Hitting this, it's just like generally pretty gross, right? It does a lot. And if it costs 3, it would discount all of our 2-cost stuff. Or we could hit this maybe, and 2s would discount our 1-cost stuff. I think actually Furnace Tap might... It's just like a ton of extra damage that you get out of a morsel this way. And it would make all the other spells free. But I don't know, being able to reapply Wildwood Sap, also disgusting. Units get an extra upgrade slot, that seems good. Although 2 of our units have already... Yeah, actually maybe it's not that great. Because our units are either already at 3 or they're at 0. So I might not get to use this very much. Whereas, like, I don't know, stuff gets through to my pyres somewhat often. Plus 15 is quite a bit. I cannot decide at all about this. I mean, this is basically 16 damage. Which doesn't seem that great. Like, why is it so expensive? If the best way to use it is as 16 damage. I mean, I guess, like, at 2 costs, 16 damage, it's still pretty bad, right? I don't know. Yeah, maybe making this cost 1 is fine. And giving Engraft extra spell power? Oh, or this. This really benefits from extra spell power. Yeah. Sure. What else can you buy? Holdover. What was I wanted this to have holdover, didn't I? Grovel? Yeah. And if I make Furnace Tap cheaper, like, I only get to cast it once, so it's not that amazing, I guess. Let's make Engraft cost 0. in this way, it's kind of like a way to trade a card now for an energy now and a card next turn, right? And that might make it easier to fit in a grovel as well as some unit or something like that. Sure. I don't think I really want this that badly. Oh, maybe I do. I don't need that many Vine Grasps. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, no, we have some removals to make. A Train Steward seems bad. And my Restore is not that great. I probably should be throwing away my Shade Splitters. I just like keeping them because they're the cool new unit. But I don't think they're that much better than a Restore most of the time. I don't have much Gorge synergy or anything. Spikes 4 is probably fine with me. I have enough healing for my big dudes. This guy has multi-strike. Extinguish that gives units extra attack, so that'll really help his multi-strike 4. Yeah, I think the spikes will be the least of my worries. Okay, what do we have? So we want this guy on the first floor, I'm reasonably sure. And it kind of looks like we want to get started on healing up this Awoken Hollow. With some regen. And an Immortal Trade is fine. This should heal him for 15, right? Yes. Good. And then I'll put a Gorger up here. That might have been a little optimistic, I guess. In principle, he could have some real trouble getting fed in time. Alright, I only have one energy to play stuff with, huh? Whoops. Yeah, those 4 spikes, huh? Ugh. Well, okay, maybe I'll just leave him in the back of the line, and he won't be able to gorge at all. Like, okay, I could play a morsel in front of him, but that wouldn't actually help him with his problem of not being able to eat. He would just live for another turn. So I think I need to play something else to get any value out of him. Oh, I gained more energy, I forgot. Maybe I could have actually managed this guy then. Yeah, this guy's regen 9 is pretty powerful. Especially given that he has, like, rejuvenation. I don't own any morsels to play this Furnace Tap on. I could just throw away this Gorger, who has, like, kind of sucked this combat. Oh, but he won't actually die if I do that. He's only going to attack twice, and that'll take 8 damage, not 9. let's see what one of my morsels is, I guess. Just put them all in here. And, regen some more? This fight's going pretty badly. Why is he gaining 10 armor? Nothing's dying. Oh, he's being healed, I see. So let's just kill him? If I can take this guy out with, say, a Vine Grasp, that would be nice. This guy's gonna do 4 damage to Pyre, but that's not too bad. I love lifesteal, I love attack. I love more attack. I don't know. On the other hand, it's still nothing is going well for me, I think. Fine, some energy. God, that guy's gonna have a big old smash. Okay. So everything in my hand is spells, so I can play both Grovels. That's nice. Probably they ought to go here, honestly. The second floor is kind of a loss. This guy is a nightmare. But boy, I sure do have a lot of morsels. I can't even, like, look at it all. Okay, let's give the lifesteal all here. Do I have more than one? Yes. I don't think damage shield is that important right there, right now in this floor. Give me more attack. Okay, now everything else has to go up here. Damage shield, I guess? I don't know. Kinda sucks either way, right? I don't really need the energy that badly. I could do 3 damage to this guy, but it doesn't matter, right? He's at 110. He dies in 3 of these regardless. So just hang on to these, I guess? They're probably better than an average card in my deck at this point, just draw them. Okay, this guy still attacks for a lot. We're not quite killing him, which I don't like at all. I'll give him more lifesteal. Oh, but it doesn't apply till next turn, right? So, alright, let's figure out how many times we're getting to attack on this floor. We're attacking for 74 some number of times, and he loses 550. Well, we're not quite, right? We probably are, though. He probably manages to kill both of them in one go. So what's like 74 into 550? It's like 7 or 8, maybe? So I don't think adding this guy actually does all that much. Whereas some more regen might do a lot. This guy's gonna do a ton of damage to the fire again. 97? Oh my god. All of the morsels dying buffed him, I think, somehow. I was not aware that counted as dying. So this guy will absolutely kill us, right? If we don't, like, he only needs to attack 7 times. 6 times 45 is 250. Okay, so he doesn't kill us. So we do have another turn, if necessary. Of course, I'd like to kill him now, but I don't see any way that I could. Right? Adding another unit or 1 restore is not going to get us a bunch more hits here. Oh, okay, let's do this. There you go. I guess this is free, so I should do it and see how it influences the numbers. Like, that 1 restore dealt, like, 47 damage, so that's pretty cool. How could I do 47? Ah, because it buffed this. So we got 1 more attack with our champion, and apparently 7 with this guy total. So we must be attacking 7 times. So another 35 would not kill him. But if we let these guys get in, 9 times 7 is 63. It's still not enough. Oh, right. These guys, I was thinking if I put them down here, they wouldn't go off during this combat. And therefore I should put them up here. But they go off at the end of each round, not at the end of the whole combat. So giving this guy a bunch of lifesteal should be lethal. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's healing for like 33. And then 25? I guess that was... Yeah, look at that guy go. $57 damage, though. Still nothing to be super proud of. Commemorative spike? At the start of battle, summon a morsel miner on each floor. It's... Oh. Wow. A morsel that gives +5/+5? I'll take it. On every floor. Damage shield 2, rage 6, ember drain 3. I don't totally understand what this is for. It doesn't seem good on a morsel or on an ordinary unit. Feast, though. Now, feast is something. We've had a lot of turns where we have way too many morsels that we want to put all on one floor. This lets us kind of split things up, right? Put a bunch down, eat them, and then put some more down. I guess the question is, how often is this going to collide with those cards, though, right? Maybe not all that often. Yeah, what is this card for? Maybe you give it to a morsel who's in the front line on a floor? He takes 2 damage, he attacks, and then he gets eaten? I don't know. I don't think feats is gonna go off often enough to really be worth taking. Yeah, so we do have a spike unit, but he's not really the one we're focusing on healing most of the time. I think I'll skip all this. This is fine, but our deck is clunky enough already, I think. Boy, this is gonna be a long episode. Where to? Upgrading units is cool, but I think I still kind of prefer upgrading spells at the moment. I don't really know what to remove, so we'll go this way. Not to mention, you know, we're a little low on health. Oh, did I give Grovel a holdover and then just never play it? Or something like that? I don't know. I was kind of thinking it would be cool to make it synergize with making other stuff cost less. But I think I should just, like, make it cost 1 so I can actually play it every turn, and then it's pretty cool. I don't think it's really worth re-rolling for more upgrades. Alright, we're up to Fel at least. She adds Scourges this game. Cardless? Oh, interesting. It wasn't summoned from a unit card, so it won't go into the consume pile. And can't gain endless. Interesting. Well, we probably should play this, but, you know, no need to rush things. What do I want in front? This guy gets spikes, so I guess that's who. Oh my god, there's so many of these guys adding junk to the deck. Well, I better put someone here to make use of this morsel before it gets destroyed. And it should be this guy, right? I don't know, I mean... I'm not going to really feed him that many morsels, am I? And they're attacking for, like, not all that much, honestly. I don't know. This way. Oh, let's get rid of you. If I summon this Awoken Hollow down here, I actually get to kill this guy. So that's, I think, better than actually just playing the Weight of Contrition. Let's get this going. I take a little bit of pyre damage now, but... my deck gets junked up less in the coming turns. Ugh. This is exhausting on 3 energy. Let's pop this. Oh, I would love to have some spikes. So let's give this guy a bunch of lifesteal. So that he can gain spikes soon. He won't this turn, of course. I'm gonna actually have to heal him so that this lifesteal doesn't go to waste. Or maybe lifesteal? Or damage shield, I mean. I hate having to play these things. But I might have to. Let's get this guy blocking. And I think that that's enough. Let's just get rid of the biggest penance. Okay, I'm getting a little nervous. This guy's dying, so I need to fix that. A single grovel is enough. But actually, I can play 2 grovels if I only play 1 Weight of Contrition. Okay, do I have any more lifesteal in here? I do. And some more attack is probably good. Put some attack here. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just do this. Good try, guys. Yeah, that's how I feel, Fel. I just like to get all this junk out of my deck. This guy's finally starting to stabilize down here. And that means we're killing the guys in the back. So we shouldn't get any new of these absolvers, because they should be dying on the spikes now. But obviously we're like taking a big chunk of damage again. Let's grovel. More lifesteal. And then just get all this crap out of here. Having it deal 45 instead of 30 is a big difference. Surprising nobody. It would be real nice to be able to play this Furnace Tap. But the ordering is weird. Because what I'd like to do is Furnace Tap a Morsel. But if I do that, I have to play the Morsel first. And then I won't have enough energy to still play the Weight of Contrition. I think it's worthwhile just to get this guy out of here, though. Why do I even have this card? just seems bad every time I draw it. This guy's kind of stabilizing down here. Maybe I should stop focusing on him. But nothing even gets up to you, so I guess I should. We're gonna play the Furnace Tap in here on one of these guys. It doesn't really matter who. This guy some sap. 95 minus 23 is 72. So an extra 3 makes no difference in terms of multiples of 15. So hit the boss. This saves me a damage shield. No, it saves me 6 health, which I don't really care about. I don't think I want 2 Ember Drain. But we're getting close to the end of the fight, I think. And giving this guy extra stacks of lifesteal could be very important. It'll really drag out the combat against the boss, if it indeed is combat against the boss anytime soon. Oh, it's not! I can't even play this thing. Please, Fel, just try to kill me. Oh boy. Well, let's play more Wildwood Sap. Oh, actually, you're at full health. Whoops. But I think stacking up more regen is good still? What about you? Could I do anything up here? Not really. Yeah. Yeah, the deck is not really coming together. Alright, we're finally gonna get to kill the boss, which is nice. And we're not dead, but the situation is perilous, and we don't really have a deck where I'm like, oh yeah, we'll be fine against the final boss. We did badly in this fight because we don't have a good deck, not because we got unlucky. Spikes deal more? No. Plus 1 more per stack, so that means spike damage is doubled, basically. Okay, maybe that's not a total joke. But I don't want to spend the capacity on it. Spreading Spores. It's the first time I've seriously considered taking this card. Regen 2 and Spikes 2. There's something on the guys who are tanking for us, but I don't think they're that good. I think we need the energy. There's just a lot of trouble playing the expensive cards and so on. Probably we kind of have to go... Oh, none of these have any heal, huh? Well, I could upgrade my Thorned Hollow and my Crucible Warden to try to give them time to set up better. But I think just gaining an artifact and duplicating another one of my insane Thorn or Awoken Hollow or whatever it is probably better. Oh! I have a large number of consume cards, and I'm very low on Pyre health, so I'll take that. even more space on his floor, or give him a gorge bonus. He just, like, has not really been the gorger this whole fight. So I'm just gonna keep him an architect. Try to make more space for these guys. I cannot survive that. Yeah. We have to deal damage to them over multiple floors. We don't have something that can kill them in one go. And I think we want one of these guys in front still. Heal him up. Okay, seems fine. Oh, I didn't realize he had sweep. So that morsel actually really sucked, because it didn't actually do anything. Okay. God, and we're gonna keep having that problem, aren't we? This artifact is killing me. So greedy. Alright, I'm gonna eat this guy before he gets taken away by this dude here. And I think I will take a lot of Ember Drain here, just to get this guy all healed up. Oh, the morsels actually did activate. They have enough health to survive his thing. So I got Ember Drained by them. The one down here, that is. But he actually did go into this, I guess. Okay, so I'm more Ember Drained than I realized I would be, because this guy actually did live. But that's good. We'll play another Awoken Hollow at the front here. And we'll heal our Pyre. And buff the heck out of this guy. He's got a sweep attack for 2. But of course all my units have more than 2 health, so that's fine. Oh my god, the Ember Drain again. I should have put them on that. I forgot. Alright, well, I'll pass. I keep giving the enemy morsels to kill me with. Alright, here he is again. Let's be careful with that. So I think we kill one of these guys to get some morsels. And with these morsels, I think I Furnace Tap. That lets me grovel. I could grovel here, and I think it would protect me from the Ember Drain? No. You don't have to do damage to trigger it, apparently. I should put... I can't. Right. Healing here? Okay, we made it to a brief respite. I think I let myself get Ember Drained again. I just like don't even see these guys for some reason. I only have one. How are things looking up here? You're gonna die. You go in and just do 10, which is bad. But I can't really fix that. What I want to do is make sure that on the next turn I can kill the boss all on this floor, if at all possible. So how do I do that? Grovel and apply some morsels? Because if these guys get up here, I'm in a lot of trouble. Oh, I'm so close. Okay, maybe I can play enough stuff to kill this guy. I think, in fact, this would do it. Yeah, so let's grovel here. Get out of here. There's a bunch of, like, operating system pop-ups that are, like, taking away focus in the window and slowing down. Oh, you know what, actually? Lifesteal 3 doesn't even really matter for him, does it? Because he already has 2 damage shields. So... Well, I guess it heals him for a little. I should do it. That, like, the question is, like, should I put it on this guy where it'll actually heal 6 health? I think not. I think it does more here. Yes, that was enough. Phew. Look at him go. It takes a while, but eventually we get there. Alright, so that fight... We took like 20 damage? 12. Not all that bad, all things considered, you know? Not great. I now do have 4 energy, so I could play this. Couldn't play any other units, but I only play units like on the first go through the deck anyway, right? And then after that, this is just like pretty good. Here's a big spell that heals. I don't know, it seems like restoring health, it's like during the first pass through the deck, it's pretty good to restore health because my units start at below their max health. But I can't afford to play it at that time because I'm playing all this other stuff. And then in the second pass through the deck, I've kind of got my tanks all healed up and the thing doesn't matter that much anymore, right? So I'm not sure it's really all that great to take. Ensnare is kind of interesting. I think. Maybe? Yeah, I don't know. We have trouble slowing units. Units get to the top floor too often. Which is mostly because we're not doing enough damage to them. Ensnare is like not really fixing the actual issue. But it also means like on the boss, if we happen to draw it, we can just like stop a unit from ascending with him, and then it just dies, so that's something. So we can upgrade units and get gold and health. Or we can duplicate a card, upgrade spells. I think I'll go over here. I really need this health. I know I'm all for, like, you know, life is a resource, but we're so late in the game, we need that resource back. So what unit upgrades could I get? Multi-strike? I mean, multi-strike and 10 health is a pretty cool thing to give to something. 10 attack, I mean. But it's not really what any of my units do. Right, this guy is about gaining a bunch of spikes, so he would want the health. This guy, you know, he would be fine, I guess, but he usually just dies. So, probably want to spend this money on artifacts. Root enemies when they enter the 3rd floor. Well, that does let me delay. Trader's Quill, like, I have several consume cards, and dealing 30 damage is something I'm not that good at doing. So that actually is probably worth taking. Actually, I don't have that many consume cards. I have this Furnace Tap, and I have a Vine Grasp and 2 Wildwood Saps, so I have a few. What's the final boss all about? You lose... I wish it would tell me what actually happens. You, like, get a negative stat boost or something? Like you're enhanced with less attack and less health, I think? I don't remember. Jeez. Hell's Banner seems bad, but actually... morsels count as units, and so we could like play something that gives us morsels, and then we gain 3 energy, and that lets us cast like a bigger spell, which makes everything else available to play, right? So these all seem not totally awful. Trader's Quill, probably not good. I don't have that many consume cards. And we don't usually put enemies up, like, I don't know. Enemies who get that high, they're often actually pretty weak by the time they get there. And just having one more chance to bonk them might be good. Could I afford all of these if I choose not to reroll? Yeah. Right? This is 390. It's like 605. That seems fine. Look pretty good use of my coins, all things considered. Alright, I'll just take them all. They don't seem great, any of them, but they're all probably fine. Ah, friendly units enter with sap 3. That's no big deal at all. Oh, but she also applies sap regularly throughout the combat, which is a bigger deal. Is this guy Ember draining me? No. Okay, a Thorned Hollow to go in front seems fine, except that it would die. Maybe I put it up here? Like, they're coming at us with 30 damage. Are you kidding me? Maybe I should put a morsel in front? Oh! Summoning these guys counted and gave me the energy boost. That's kind of funny. It was pretty bad already. Well, okay. I can definitely play this anyway, since I have all this energy. So I could play my champion here, but only if I put a morsel in front of him to tank a blow. So I'm thinking I may be better off starting on a floor other than the bottom floor. Maybe the second floor is going to just have to be good enough. And giving him some spikes will really help with these really low health units that get summoned eventually. So let's furnace tap you. What? Oh, because it had consume. I killed it. That's very nice. I didn't do that on purpose. We definitely need an Awoken Hollow up here. Down here, I'm not so sure. So I like this guy and his spikes. Alright, if I restore him, we actually get this guy killed kind of for free. And he only actually gets to attack once, even. Oh, no, I see. We have spikes too. Probably worth vine grasping this guy for now. So you come in here to handle the top floor. And applying lifesteal on this guy seems worth, right? I want to develop some spikes. I don't know, maybe I should be putting lifesteal here? I really want the guy with spikes in front, and he just needs a ton of health for that to be viable. Because there's a bunch of these units who attack, like, for a whole lot of damage, but have very little health. And so having spikes is actually doing a lot for me. Because they don't even get their second attack off this way, they just die the first time they attack. Ah, there's 3 of them. Jeez, okay. Yikes. God, there are so many of these multi-strike units. I don't remember there being so many in other fights with the Seraph. And it's making my lifesteal pretty, like, embarrassingly bad, too. I mean, I could put an Awoken Hollow in front. And then he eats up all these attacks, but dies immediately. Oh no, he has damage shield too. I think this is worth it just as a way to keep this floor's stuff from dying too quickly. It's not amazing, don't get me wrong. Who do I even root? Oh, but now they're not even dying of spikes anymore. Ugh. I don't know. Use. Just go away until I can figure out how to deal with all these units. Oh my god, that floor, please. Everything is so bad here. Oh no. Yeah, I think I'm dead, right? I don't know. This can kill one of these guys. How bad is it over here? 20, 38, 48. So any heal actually keeps him alive. But I should play a grovel first, probably? Maybe should have groveled this guy in back, actually. Yeah. Okay, now he lives. Oh, maybe I should have used my consume up here to kill this guy? Well, maybe I'll do this to kill him. Oh, it doesn't work. What am I thinking? I could put this guy in front and morsel him. There's no space, so I just threw him away. Whatever. This floor is really quite a disaster area. Okay, 13 damage. I mean, I can kill this. Really need to reach in here and kill some more of these guys somehow. There's just way too much going on in this fight for me to ever live through it. Yeah. I don't know, just play anything. Like, there's not much point thinking about it anymore, I don't think. I don't know, maybe I could play enough morsels in front that this guy doesn't die, now that I think about it. Let's try that. Yeah, I don't know, maybe two more would have done it, but it doesn't matter, we're collapsing here. This fight was not close. We just like didn't really get anything to scale very well. We got a couple of big units in the mid game. Those various hollows, but they weren't enough to like handle these extremely unfair fights near the end. Yeah. All right, there you go. That's the pirate gone. So that was the Umbra. Very slow run, I think. I'm not like looking at. Yeah, pretty slow. Maybe actually not as bad as the last win? I don't remember. I had a morsel miner, sure. Why is this a spell? I guess just because morsels are not supposed to be units in your deck, and this is a spell that gives you a unit instead. Ah, plus you can play it any number of times. A unit you could only play once. Okay. First time each turn an enemy dies, add 2 morsels. That seems pretty good. Okay, there you go. And we still need to kill a bunch of enemies to get the Melting Remnant. I wish we could just unlock stuff because I don't want to grind this out, but I've talked about that before. No sense going into it again. There's our summary. Or, I don't know, here's our summary, right? So, meh, stuff happened. And then we died. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.